Hi, this is Joe Crump. I want to thank you for buying the Push Button Method program. The ideas in this program have made me millions of dollars over the years and still make me money every day, and they can do the same for you. I have students all over the United States, Canada, Australia, and the UK who have changed their lives and skyrocketed their incomes with this material. These powerful money-making techniques work. They can and will make you a fortune. All you have to do is learn them and take action on them. You may not know it yet, but your decision to purchase this program is, from a financial point of view, going to turn out to be one of the smartest moves you've ever made. Believe me, the materials you're getting and the chance to learn from someone like me, someone who can show you how to build a true cash cow business, someone who's been there, is going to launch you like nothing else ever could. I've had all kinds of people purchase my program. Some of them, quite frankly, are lazy, and their lives will probably never amount to a hill of beans. Some of them are too busy to succeed, and life just gets in the way. They don't make their success a priority in their lives. On the other hand, many of my students are ambitious and action-oriented, who not only recognize valuable information, they actually use the information, and when they do, it completely changes their financial lives. I've given you everything you need right here so that you can become another one of my hundreds of success stories. You've got the material. Now it's up to you. So it's time to get started. The first thing I want you to do is watch the Quick Start videos. These videos will show you exactly what you need to do to get started. They'll walk you through the process of building a business. But before you start, I want you to know what to expect. I want you to know what to look out for and where to focus your effort. Give yourself some time to succeed. I tell everyone who comes into my mentor program that it should take 3 to 4 months before you can expect to start making any money at all. I have lots of students who have done it in less than 2 weeks, but they're the exception, not the rule. Give yourself time to learn this stuff and practice what I teach. I know you want it to happen overnight, but in the long run, if you learn it right, you only need to learn it once, and after that, it'll serve you for the rest of your life. Also, if you expect to succeed at this, you must devote a minimum of 8 to 10 hours a week to it. If you can't do that, it'll be pretty slow going. You don't need a lot of time, but you do need some. Don't quit your day job. There's no reason you can't do this business and have a day job. As soon as you replace your income with money from real estate investing, then it's time to cut that old job loose. If you're in my 6-month mentor program, you'll have my personal attention. I'll keep you accountable and keep you focused on doing what's important, focused on the things that make you money. For you folks, I have no fear. As long as you come on my calls, come to my 2-day buying events, correspond with me by email and fax me your offers to review, send in your weekly success logs so I can see what you're doing and follow through with the things that I tell you to do. As long as you take advantage of the mastermind group and the team leader program, you'll have a huge amount of love and support from me personally and from the folks who work with me. And I guarantee you'll make money. But I want to speak for a moment to those of you who purchased just the Push Button Method program. First of all, these are the same techniques that I'm teaching my mentor students. The information is the same. There's absolutely no reason why you can't have the same successes they have if you do what I teach. But be aware, what you don't get if you only bought the Push Button program is a mentor. You can ask questions, someone who holds your hand through the process, someone who holds you accountable, someone who will review your faxed real estate contracts to make sure you did them right, someone who kicks you in the butt when you don't do what you promised. And by the way, I do make my mentor students promise that they'll do the work before they get involved. But don't let that discourage you if you're not in the mentor program. All this means is that you have to be self-directed and a self-starter. Follow my videos and audios to the letter. Do exactly what I say and never be afraid to go back and listen to my material a second, third, or fourth time. If you do that, you'll build an unstoppable real estate investing business and your income will take off like a rocket. If you want to get into my mentor program, read about it at my website. It's at zerodowninvesting.com. Then, after you understand what it includes and what it costs and you think it might be right for you, give me a call. My direct line is 317-598-1220. I'll ask you a few questions to make sure that the program is right for you and make sure that you are right for the program. It doesn't suit everyone. So that's it. There's only one more thing I want to discuss before I send you on to the Quick Start videos, and that's the Push Button Method clone sites. When you buy the push button method or get into my mentor program, you get all the websites and autoresponder messages to automate your business. You don't have to pay extra for the rights to use this material. I know that other teachers and information salesmen charge a lot of money for websites that don't even integrate into a complete system, sites that may look pretty but have never been tested and are ineffective and a waste of money. An investor friend of mine, actually he was in my mentor program about 8 years ago, called me not too long ago and told me that he had bought a real estate investing website from someone who charged him over $6,000 plus a $250 a month fee. Although the sales pitch for the site sounded pretty exciting, the website itself was useless and didn't help him systematize his business or integrate into his existing business. In the end, he set up the sites I gave him and told me he should have done that from the get-go. In the past, we had a freelance website guy who was really good, and he charged $500 to set up the sites and the autoresponders for my mentor students and push-button method buyers. It was a lot of work. It was a big job. Most of the time, he put them on a dedicated server that I pay for, which has an autoresponder software already installed on it. Then those folks would pay me $79 a month for the use of my server and autoresponder to help offset my costs of the hardware and to have it configured for what they need. They're not paying for the websites, just a place to put them on the internet. That worked out pretty well, but I found that most of my students were having some trouble coming up with the additional $500, and that was frustrating to me since, one, I didn't get a dime of that, and two, I wanted them to be able to use what I created for them. So I hired a guy to write a bunch of code software and make it possible for us to set up all the sites for free with the click of a button. And I decided not to charge for the cost of the software or the setup. All they'd have to pay for was the monthly maintenance cost. This software I had him write sets up the clone sites, builds the autoresponders, and gives you a pretty cool admin control panel to manage it all. I call them the clone sites. It's a turnkey system with 4 domain names and all the support pages you need. As you go through the push-button method videos, you'll see all the websites that are integrated into the system. I'll teach you how to use them and how to make them work effectively in your area. If you have the tech savvy, you can upload your own web pages and build your own autoresponder using the site HTML that I give you. But if you don't want to or just don't think it's worthwhile to reinvent the wheel, you can have us set it up for free. Either way, you'll still have to pay for the web hosting and autoresponder whether you have us set it up or get it someplace else. If you use my clone sites, it'll end up being cheaper in the long run, and in the short run, I guess for that matter too, since there's no setup fee. These websites we set up will be your unique websites. They will have your unique domain names. They'll give you instant credibility and make you look like a pro, even though this may be your first day in the business. You don't have to set up the websites to make money in this business. In fact, I used to tell everyone in my mentor program to think twice before setting up the websites. I told them, maybe you don't need to spend $500 right now to build your website. Why don't you just start doing a few deals and get going? Then you can build your sites once you're moving. But I've changed my opinion on this. Now I tell everyone to start your websites immediately. They don't cost anything to set up. You just have to pay the monthly $79. So the entrance cost for this technology is about 10% of what it used to be. And now, because of that, I think it makes sense to get going with it immediately so you can learn the simple technology and use it to build your credibility and your lists of buyers, sellers, investors, all of it immediately. And there are lots of ways it can build your credibility as well. But I think the best way to use these sites for your image and your credibility is by implementing the listing site feed strategy. The clone sites include a listing website where you can upload all your houses for sale or for rent or lease to own, and you can post pictures there and everything. It's an attractive site, and it looks very professional, and that alone makes you look good. But that's just the basics. When you get started, you probably won't have very many houses to list on your site, if any, and that makes your business look a little feeble. It may make you look like a newbie. So the feed system will change all that. What it does is allows all of my students who have this site to share listings. So you can put a feed request out to the other site owners, and if those investors click on the agree button when they get your request, all of their listings will show up on your site with you as the contact person, and all of your listings will appear on their site with them as the contact person. If anyone comes to your site and is interested in another investor's property, you can get in touch with with that investor who listed the property and work out a deal where they give you a cut. Can you imagine what it would do for your credibility to have 20 or 30 or more listings on your site right from day one from all over the country? It's a huge image booster and very helpful for anyone who's a little bit nervous about talking to sellers and getting going. Suddenly you look like a business that's solid, stable, and experienced and nationwide. It's very cool. This is the classic fake it till you make it routine, but it's not really faking it. It's real. These are real properties, real houses for sale, and you can sell them and make money doing it. So with that said, it's available to you as a buyer of the push button method, or as one of my 6-month mentor students if you want it. If you want to sign up, just scroll down the page to the section titled Clone Site Setup. There's a downloadable Word document with a link to a brief video that tells you how to sign up for the web page and a link to the web page itself where you sign up. Or just send me an email and I'll send you the link. Okay, that's it for now. Don't get overwhelmed by this program. There's a massive amount of material here that'll take you weeks or months to get through. Don't try to listen to it all right away. Just follow the quick start videos and you'll be making offers in the next 24 hours. I'm not kidding. Listen to just a couple videos outlined in the quick start program and you'll be ready to start making bona fide, zero down, no credit, no risk offers that can make you money in weeks. You can set all the other videos aside until you get going. You'll learn by doing. Doing deals like I teach will become easier as you go, and you'll become more proficient. The things that scare you today will become irrelevant tomorrow. All you need is a little knowledge and a little experience. I can give you the knowledge. The experience is what comes when you do the tasks I give you. Follow through, take action, and you will succeed. I want to wish you all the best of all good things, and I look forward to hearing your success story very soon. Now, go listen to the quick start videos, and let's get this show on the road.